that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Geis with the carry on second down, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second and 11 now. Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Philip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Prescott from the gun on third. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Prescott. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down. They'll run with Geis. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 32. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
54, go to 54, line in. Kill. Rush in.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
These two teams all tied after 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a run with Geis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's get that ball, Deion.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson buying time to his left. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give running right, Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson, he's got Smith here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And that's complete to Cooks.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. fighting through, and he's got space. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing. Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. It's caught. Smith. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Barber. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 23 yards the pick up there. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watson on third down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now a first down throw, Watson. Complete, Smith has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson steps away to his left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
They start on the ground with Geis. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down, Miami.
Right there, 56. Hey, check.
On first down, this is Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Flushed out right. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Dolphins.
Here we go. Watch 56. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Geis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Dumps it off for Geis. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on this.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Here's Geis. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
There he goes left side, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. It's Geis on the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
I'm going to run you over. Kill.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mike, what's that? Great team! Man, I got you.
Now a give, right side. It's Lindsey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Kill.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 6 right there. 47. You won't see me in your 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. So a victory here for the Miami